welcome to another episode of Ron and Reg TV. I am Reg.
I'm Ron.
And welcome to Thirstdates with Ron and Reg. So for tonight's drink, we are having homemade milk tea. I will add up the description in the description box how to make this homemade milk tea. It's so easy and it's so very simple. And for tonight's topic, we would be talking about
guilty pleasures.
Yes,
But
guilty
before
pleasures.
we, jump off to the topic itself, can you please define or explain what's guilty pleasure, Reg?
For me, guilty pleasure is something, an act or a thing that you enjoy for the moment. For it has a brief, short-term bliss or happiness that you get, but in the long run, there is a long-term detriment. Detrimental effect that gives you as a person or it gives the body.
Okay.
That for me is a guilty pleasure because the word guilty pleasure is actually something both positive and negative used at the same time, used to describe something. So it's taking something beautiful out of something negative.
Okay.
Something like that. So
Yummy.
for you, what's it's the same?
Yeah, it's the same. So what are your guilty pleasures?
Well, most guilty pleasures are with food.
Okay.
That's because you enjoy, for example, chocolates, ice creams, sweets.
Yay, I love ice cream. I
Yes.
love chocolates. Dark chocolates.
We love those kinds of stuff, but we indulge in it for a short time. For example, we will eat a bar of chocolate for like 5 minutes, eating all of that in 5 minutes. That's
It's a
short.
small bar, right?
No, it's one whole bar, or example, one big Toblerone in 5 minutes. You take pleasure in finishing all that up, but in the long run, or after that, you feel guilty for consuming all of that. That
Oh,
loaded
calories.
of calories and sweets and
I
diabetes.
didn't feel guilty.
Because at the end of the day, you are consuming too much.
You'll just have to make up for it, do exercise.
But do you do exercise? Actually do exercise after
Oh,
doing that?
no.
I mean,
The next day, the following day.
So, for me, that's my guilty pleasure is, of course, late night pancit canton.
No, same with me.
I miss.
With hard-boiled egg.
I don't
perfect combination.
I don't do hard boiled egg. Just the plain pancit canton, or maybe the hot and spicy, the hot and calamansi flavor. Because yes, I enjoy those kind of stuff when we are when we are still in college. When you do late night, even during those nights when you have to study and then get hungry in the middle of the night, you search for pancit canton. So I take pleasure in that, eating those kind of college stuff because I just miss it. We still do that
Yeah, we still
from
do
time to
that.
time. Remember?
Yeah, and for me, maybe it's leche flan.
Oh
I
yeah.
can finish the whole
I can't do leche flan. I love leche flan, but
Llanera.
I can't do the whole llanera.
or two llanera
Really? 2 llaneras?
or more.
And also with regards to ice cream, I have experience before. I came home from work. I just went to the kitchen without my family knowing. I got a spoon, then went to my room, and then finished a whole pint of ice cream all for myself.
Okay. But I love the ice cream of Monster-ific.
That's small things, but I mean
Yeah, we do that.
you finish all of the tub of ice cream all for yourself just because
You're greedy.
yeah, you feel greedy or you feel selfish. It's like you take pleasure of having all those stuff because it's some kind of you want to feel that short happiness
Okay.
coming from that tub of ice cream.
So are we going to buy later?
Another guilty pleasure that we have, especially those Ilonggos here in Bacolod, we love chicken oil.
Yeah, chicken oil. It's good with rice
Yes.
and inasal.
When you eat inasal,
Skewered chicken barbecue. Chicken.
yes, restaurants who serve inasal usually have chicken oil. Ilonggos knows this. They add chicken oil into their rice.
Salt or garlic.
Yes, we add salt and garlic, and then mix it up, and that's already your quote-unquote Java rice because it's already yellow. But nowadays, Ron and I stopped doing that because of health reasons. But from time to time, we indulge with having chicken oil in our rice just to have that feeling of
Fulfillment.
happiness,
Satisfaction.
short happiness. And
But it's not that every day we eat inasal or, it's,
oh yeah, true.
once a month.
Yes, true. How about things? Hoarding things or buying things? Do you take pleasure in those stuff?
Me, I take pleasure in hoarding shoes. I just bought a new pair of shoes last night. We were just strolling around Bacolod after dinner, so we dropped by at an ukay stall.
Yeah.
But I did not get the price that I want for the pair of shoes, so we went to another place, and then we dropped by to the sidewalk.
True.
So
You found a good pair of shoes.
Found a good pair of shoes. It's an Adidas Ultra Boost. What do you call that? Uncover or what? It's a 2016 model. It's an old model actually.
And
Yeah, so-
we're not really sure if it's a replica or it's really the true thing,
Yeah,
but
it's original. But it's very nice.
he enjoys it, so that's the good part of it.
Oh, why did you stop me? You can don't buy that. Okay?
As for me, when it comes to things, I like to hoard on books. I'm not really a bibliophile. I just love finding good authors, good titles, bestsellers in a bookshop, especially if it's a thrift store like book sale. I just love the feeling of scoring a very good book, even if my pile of books that are still unread is
aside
getting higher.
from buying the book, you what do you call that? You
What?
take pleasure on getting books from the basket.
Oh
I
yeah.
remember when we were in Ayala, there was this book.
Yes, true.
Anne Rice book interview with. Oh no, it's an interview. It's a tail-bodied thief. The thing is,
That's for you.
That's for me, right?
But the first book that I got was a classic, but it's a very hard to find classic.
So you borrowed it.
Because at Ayala,
You have to replace the
there's a project of Ayala that they have a books
box
public
full of
library,
books.
quote unquote public library, that you could actually exchange a book. Honesty,
is the best policy.
yes, honesty is the best policy. You exchange a book, you get another book. So at that time, I found a very good book, but I don't have a book with me. So I told no one but myself and Ron that I will replace it with a book when I get to Ayala some other day. But I never got to do that. And then it happened again when we were there, and he found an Anne Rice book. It was Tale of the Body Thief.
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 Thief?
Thief.
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 Yeah, thief.
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 Thief. Thief. Oh, your pitla.
Yeah, the Tale of the Body Thief. Yeah. And he wants the book, but he was telling me to get it. See?
She enjoys that. She takes pleasure in doing that thing.
No, it was not for me. I was doing it for you.
But you took it.
Yeah, I took it. It's a good title. It was a good author. So I was taking pleasure into getting those kinds of books because it adds up to my collection of books to read. Yeah. And then also Ron mentioned about ukay-ukay.
Yeah.
Him buying shoes. Me, I really take pleasure in finding good quality, even those brand new, almost brand new ukay-ukay stuff, especially those with good brands. I take pleasure finding those stuff, especially if I got it at a very, very low price. It gives me a sense of achievement.
Oh.
Yeah. That I scored a very good piece of clothing with like 20 or 30 pesos. That for me is, even if it's not really fitting for my body or for my age, I still want to get it. So yeah, I'm hoarding ukay-ukay.
I just bought fisherman's hat. Then shorts and a windbreaker jacket for my fishing activity.
And you didn't even remember to get me something.
I remembered, but I don't know what to buy.
So there. And what else? What else are your guilty pleasures?
Before when we got married, I'm into motorcycles, and even after we got married. But right now, I ride less because of various reasons. Right now, it's so hot here. It's summer, so it's high risk of getting heat stroke and
yeah, for health purposes
fuel,
and for safety purposes.
Fuel is expensive.
He's some kind of lie low with regards to
riding
the motorcycle.
During my peak days of riding motorcycles, I find pleasure of going very fast on a straight road. Just to get the top speed. It's just adrenaline rush, and of course, fast. There's a high risk of accidents, so I actually eventually I shifted to another hobby. It's not a guilty pleasure; it's a hobby. It's fishing. So
yes, we will talk about that in some other topic.
We'll talk with hobbies maybe on our next series of Thirstdates. But yeah, motorcycle riding. This was a guilty pleasure.
For me, with regards to those kinds, the hobbies are spending time or wasting time. I think for me is just sleeping late. You want some more? You could take a sip. Sleeping late and then waking up late.
If you have no work.
Even if I have school, I sleep late, then wake up late, or wake up.
Oh, I think I know why you wake up late. Because during morning,
What?
When she woke up and she saw me that I'm still lying in bed, she would spend another 5 minutes going back to the bed. So that's why she's always late.
No, but what I'm talking about is spending those late nights just binge watching movies or doing marathons with series. Hey, that's for me. Just sip. Yeah, we watch Harry Potter for how many times? 100.
For the nth time.
Yes, and we're not watching just one Harry Potter movie. We're watching
every time we start watching Harry Potter, it's
We
part
continue.
one.
Yeah.
Part one. We start with part one until we finish to the part two, and then again we go back to the
Yeah.
first part.
We've done that 1,000 times, and sometimes we spend late nights doing that, even until the wee hours of the morning, and then wake up following day around lunchtime already, or in the afternoon already. We just wasted time.
But for me, it's Lord of the Rings.
I know, I'm not really into Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, but
Still
I watch-
Harry Potter. When it comes to movies, when it comes to series, Harry Potter. But
movies.
but before, during
Game of
college,
Thrones.
but you never really wasted.
I wasted. I reviewed episode 6, season 6 and season 7.
Staying up late just to watch Game of Thrones. Have you
Yes,
done
I finished the 2 seasons in half a day.
that? Yeah. Before, during college, we spent, me and my roommates, I think we spent a night until 4 o'clock in the morning just watching Sex in the City. We finished all of it.
Ew.
Yeah, because that series was already done. So everything was already available online. So we downloaded everything and we binge watched every episode of Sex in the City. I think we started Friday until in the wee hours of Saturday. Then we slept for I think 2 to 3 hours, and then woke up again, spent Saturday and until wee hours of Sunday watching until we finished Sex in the City. And then after that, we blamed each other for wasting all that time because we haven't studied.
Yay, congratulations.
Yeah.
Well, aside from, that series, I also binge watch animes.
Oh yeah.
And
And I could not relate.
Big Bang Theory. I watched that.
You also watched
And
Doctor
House.
Yeah, Doctor House.
Like that. So aside from that, movies and series, there was a point in my life that I played PUBG. So it's a totally waste of time.
Too much time. A lot.
The whole day I would play with my friend Arnel Baidal. And we play the whole day.
Shout out to Baidal.
Shout out to Baidal.
All the reason of Ron's unproductivity.
But I'm a changed man, boy. I don't play that much anymore. I'm busy fishing. So it's better to fish because I can get a fish home for our ulam than playing PUBG. But I still play PUBG from time to time. But not that not that long playing hours. Play 2-3 games a day. But not every day.
I also wasted time playing. What was my game before? Mobile Legends. It's not
Lord's
ML.
Mobile.
Lord's Mobile. I
And
enjoyed it.
with the farming game.
Yeah, another one was a farming game because I'm the type of person who really enjoys building up a farm or an empire. So I love those kinds of games, such that I wasted too much time
Yay.
just to build those. Sometimes I wasted even sleeping hours just to play, just to finish the.
Well, it's a good thing that she was
leveling
kicked
up.
from her clan and she was attacked very often.
Yeah,
So she quit.
and I think
No.
yeah, I was
So,
my
she was,
kingdom
annoyed.
was so weak that I always every time that I wasn't online, my kingdom gets attacked and I lose.
She's weak.
I lose the money, the gold, the food that I have prepared for my kingdom. So yeah, it gets weaker and weaker, and I just got annoyed.
Okay.
Yeah. Then what else? What else are your guilty pleasures?
I'm
do you get some stuff? Do you take pleasure in doing that? Because I'm
Depends.
guilty of when I travel, I usually hoard on toiletries.
I don't do that.
I usually do that. I hoard on toiletries, especially if the packaging is good. And I'm also guilty with regards to taking toilet paper, the whole
You know.
tube of toilet paper from the airport, because I really don't pack toilet paper when I travel. So I get it from the airport or I get it from the hotel. Then I get the whole thing, even the tube with the
So
toilet paper
airports
tube.
and hotel, be warned.
Guilty. But yeah, it's for the public to consume. I just
Well, you
took
just
the whole of it.
you're selfish. Maybe somebody wants to use it or needs it, and
Needs
then
to-
you took the
Needs
whole
to do
tissue.
number 2 and I got the whole thing. Yeah, guilty. But I also my cousin knows about this. My cousin in Cagayan de Oro knows about this. Hi, Jo. When we went to Camiguin years ago, me and my brother don't have a towel. And the towel in the hotel, no, the towel in the hotel was very, very soft, and it was like brand new. I think it was brand new. That I told my brother to stash it on his bag. Then
You stole it.
and then we already checked out. We already left the hotel, and I think we were already a block away from the hotel when the hotel personnel called us back. I told my cousin and my brother to just pretend that nothing is actually going on.
Okay. So
And
what did they
then-
ask you?
No, the hotel just asked if
Did you steal the
no,
towel?
there's a towel missing, and that maybe we took it out because we had we stayed there for I think 3 days, so we had some activities outside, like going to the beach, that the hotel staff thought that maybe we took it out during those days that we went to the beach. So I pretended to, let's check it with the bag, and I pretended, ma'am, sorry, I think
You were caught.
yeah, but we were not really apprehended. I just pretended to, sorry, I thought that this was my brother's towel. I accidentally packed it. But then again, the truth was,
She stole it.
I
You
intended
stole
to
You
take
have
it.
intentions, so you stole it.
Yeah, I have intentions to
And
get
then you got caught.
Allah, I'm implicating myself. Yeah, but that was a long time ago. I won't even say what hotel was that. So
So, warning again to the hotels. Remember her.
yeah, and then what else?
Well, I love annoying people.
Hmm.
So, the more the person gets annoyed, the more that I keep on annoying him or her. I really find satisfaction of, looking that
I
person.
used to be a victim of that when we were starting. When we are boyfriend
Miserable
girlfriend.
face.
When we were girlfriend boyfriend, of course, it was all best foot forward. And then his true
True
colors of really annoying a person came out when we were already married. He was annoying me, and I really get
Annoyed.
stressed and angry and annoyed with what he is doing. And all the more he is annoying me when he knows that I get angry. So it came to a point wherein I let it go, because I also see that with his mother. He keeps annoying Mamita, and then Mamita gets angry, and all the more he keeps annoying Mamita.
It's fun.
And he is smiling. I see him smiling. So I thought, he is really doing it intentionally. Then, after that, I don't make patol. I don't get angry anymore, even if he annoys me.
It's very disappointing.
Because I know already that he intentionally does it just to get you annoyed. So I'm not fun anymore.
Yeah, it's not, no fun. No.
Yeah.
So every time we get a conversation and she starts to get annoyed, I keep on annoying her, and then she just, disrupt it or, stop it or,
I just play dead ma.
or just play dead ma. So it's no fun.
I just ignore him.
Yeah, she's ignoring me.
And then what else? With regards to your intellect, do you pretend to be? What are your guilty pleasures that people who knows you to be very intellectual, but doesn't really know that you enjoy this kinds of stuff, the no-brainer stuff? Do you have those? Because for me,
I don't know. Maybe it just comes out naturally in any given situation.
What do you mean?
It just comes out naturally. So without unconsciously, maybe.
What do you mean? And if for my example is, my friends know me into these kinds of novels. I read these kinds of stuff, but I also enjoy Tagalog pocket books.
Okay.
That I even go to Recto before just to exchange pocket books to get new ones because I'm very, very kuripot. I'm very thrifty.
Yeah.
I don't like to buy new stuff, especially when it comes to those Tagalog pocket books, because I'm not really keeping them. I don't collect them, but I enjoy reading them. So what I do is, the few pocket books that some people forget to take from me after I borrowed it from them. Sorry.
Oh, she's stealing it again.
No.
She did not return the books. So she's keeping it for herself.
I exchange it at Recto. I go to Recto, I exchange it for the new ones, and then I read it. So yeah.
There's something wrong with her.
So some people really knows me for the good books that I read, but they really don't know that I also enjoy the no-brainer, the Tagalog pocket books. I
Well,
enjoy
for
those.
me, maybe yes. Well, people from UP, of course, knows that I'm from UP, and intellect kind of guy.
Really? Are you like that kind of guy?
But of course, I can join the trips or activities of average people. Like with what do you call that? Street smart kind of thing.
Yeah, he could actually converse with.
I converse with intellectual people.
Is that a guilty pleasure? It's not a guilty
Yeah,
pleasure.
I'm just telling them. So, intellectual people, doctors, lawyers, I can deal with them, and other, average people. And any
How about
vendors or drivers.
celebrities? Do you stalk? Because
No.
the culture of UP, as I have seen in my days, we really don't give a damn about
That's right.
celebrities.
We don't give a damn.
Yeah.
Except for,
For who?
for lady actresses.
As for me, we really, and for my friends, we really don't give a damn with regards to celebrities like the matinee idols or the rakistas, because we get to see them at the campus or even around Metro Manila before. So some people may not know that. As for me, I still follow celebrities without really broadcasting it to some people. I have an Instagram.
Your Instagram.
Yeah,
you
I have.
follow them.
I have a separate Instagram account just to follow celebrities, because I don't really publicize that I follow
I follow
celebrities.
selected celebrities, females only. Because they're beautiful.
I follow
actresses.
both male and female
Local
celebrities.
actresses.
So
Solen.
yeah, he follows Solen. I follow Solen too.
Anyway, enough of
You stalk?
Solen.
You stalk?
No, not stalking. You just follow, so it just comes out in my feed, but not totally looking at their account. From time to time, it just appears on my feed.
Yeah, those are. I think that is a guilty pleasure. I mean, you still, for me,
I'm not stalking. I just follow her.
especially I spend time just looking at Instagram
I don't do that.
or
It's a waste
watching
of time.
YouTube on these celebrities to know about their life. And yeah, I'm not guilty.
I follow fishing in YouTube.
Yeah, guilty. That's something I really am not. It's not really that I am ashamed of, but I'm not really publicizing it that
But now you know.
yeah, you guys know about it now. So what else?
That's all for
The
me.
last question, should we be ashamed of our guilty pleasure?
Should you?
I think some of it.
Which
I mean,
part? The stealing one.
Yeah. I think it should be something,
It's taboo.
yeah, because it's taboo, and aside from that, it's something that you could only take pleasure if you're
for
alone
yourself,
or
or-
with somebody who understands you, or
Like your partner.
yeah, or dealing with the same kind of stuff. So you take it has that pleasure because you know you're doing it.
Oh, one thing.
Yes.
When we go to the mall strolling, and then I found a pretty girl with sexy body or showing some
Cleavage.
cleavage. So that's a guilty pleasure for me.
Yeah,
but
it's
she
ogling.
understands.
He's ogling all the time, and I'm not worried for as long as until that it's just ogling. So yeah, he takes pleasure in those kinds of stuff, and I really understand. I'm okay.
It's a male thing.
Yeah. So it's not something to be ashamed of, but I think it's not something to be really proud of, I guess. So
It's just your personal satisfaction, that nobody knew or knows. But of course, some other guys out there do things that's not the norm. So that they can do it by themselves. Like there's personal satisfaction.
And the next question is, should you be guilty of doing it?
No. Of course, it's a guilty pleasure. So,
Again,
in some way, there are things that I feel guilty, but
You keep doing it.
I keep doing it. So, it
For
means
me,
that I don't do harm to myself and
Yeah,
don't do
that's the
harm
point.
to another people.
I think the
other people.
important thing here is, for as long as you take control of it,
Mhm.
you don't do harm to other people, the harm you do to yourself is very minimal. Because again, in the long term, in the long run,
Yeah.
it would harm you. But again, take control of it. Don't do it too often. If it's like, for example, the stealing thing that I take pleasure. For example, yeah. For example, the towel that I did.
Guys, be careful.
The towel that I did.
Hide your towels.
It's something that I can control. It's just a one-time thing that I enjoyed it. I don't know if I'm into it again, or I will be into it again when I travel. So it's in control.
You can buy towels.
I know.
You don't have to steal one. Or you don't have towels.
Maybe
at
I
home.
got a thrill with that. That's the answer to it. It's just the thrill of getting it and avoiding
being caught.
avoiding being caught. So that's it, guys.
That's for guilty pleasures.
That's it for guilty pleasures. If you have your own guilty pleasures, do share it in the comment section. And if you have other topics that you want us to talk
about.
Yes, if you want us to discuss, just comment.
Put it in the comments below.
Yes, comment it in the comment section or message us directly in YouTube or in our Facebook accounts. See you guys again in the next Thirstdates.
Yeah, next Thursday.
Yes, next to Thirstdates, and I hope that you like and you subscribe to our YouTube channel. So see you again next time, guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.